quiet savanna kingdom where baobab trees touched the sky and markets rang with the laughter of traders, there lived a king named King Kwaku the Certain. People called him that because the king believed he knew everything. If a farmer tried to advise him about rain, the king would say, "Silence.
Silence, farmer.
I know the clouds better than you."
My king, heed this warning.
If an elder tried to give wisdom, the king would wave his hand and say, "Old man, your beard may be white, but my mind is brighter." The king had no patience. Nothing was allowed to pass without his judgment. If a goat bleated loudly, he ordered it tied. If a child laughed too hard, he demanded silence. Soon the whole kingdom learned one thing: do not argue with the king who knows everything. But as elders say, the ear that refuses advice often hears laughter. One hot afternoon, when the sun burned like fire above the savannah, King Kwaku decided to take a bath. He went into the royal bathing house made of smooth clay walls. He removed his royal robes, his golden bracelets, and his fine cloth. He hung them neatly on the wall. Then he poured water over himself and rubbed his body with thick white soap. The king was humming proudly. "I am the wisest king that ever lived," he said to himself. But fate was already walking toward him. At that very moment, a village madman wandered near the bathing house. The man wore nothing at all and laughed at invisible birds in the sky. Suddenly he saw the king's beautiful clothes hanging on the wall. His eyes widened. "Oh, fine cloth!" He shouted happily. Before anyone could stop him, the madman grabbed the king's clothes and ran toward the village market. Inside the bathroom, the king heard footsteps. He looked toward the wall. His clothes were gone. Then he saw the madman running away.
"Stop, thief!
King Kwaku shouted,
I'll get you!
"Thief! Stop!"
Stop, you fool!
Without thinking, the king burst out of the bathroom. He was completely naked, covered from head to toe with white soap, and he began running after the madman.
Stop! Thief, stop!
The market was full of people selling yams, peppers,
How much for these
fish,
tomatoes?
and cloth.
3 for 1
Suddenly
coin,
the
fresh
madman
today.
ran through the
I'll take
market
5.
waving the king's clothes. Behind him came the king, slippery with soap, shouting loudly. Villagers turned and gasped. One woman dropped her basket of tomatoes. A fisherman shouted in fear. Children pointed and screamed. Then the shouting began. "The king is mad. Our king has gone crazy.
The king is mad! Our king
The
has
king
gone
is mad."
crazy! The king is mad!
The entire market erupted in confusion. People ran in every direction. Some laughed, some hid their eyes, some fell to the ground in shock. The madman disappeared into the crowd, but the king stopped running. He finally noticed the thousands of eyes staring at him. He looked down. No clothes, only soap, only shame. For the first time in his life, the king said nothing. He quietly walked back to the palace while the villagers
cannot
whispered
give it.
behind
You'll bring
him.
ruin
From
to
that
us
day
all.
forward, King Kwaku spoke less and listened more. And the elders of the village would tell children, a person who thinks he knows everything may one day run naked through the market. A king who runs after a madman is also likely to be referred to as a madman. Patience is a great virtue and can save you from many regrettable situations. A leader who believes he knows everything may realize he knows nothing when it's too late.